Good morning, and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings, Ocean Beach. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Thursday, March 5th. You'll be interested to know. 80 years ago, today, in 1946, Winston Churchill delivered his famous Iron Curtain speech in Fulton, Missouri, calling for Anglo-American leadership to defend democratic values and to recognize a shifting post-war order. His clear appeal for unity helped shape public understanding of a new geopolitical divide and inspired cooperative strategies that guided Western policy in the decades that followed. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. Thursday at Ocean Beach. This morning it's looking choppy with waves at 4 to 6 plus feet. Conditions will remain choppy as the wind stays sideshore at 9 miles per hour until around noon, when it shifts onshore. Expect wave heights to increase slightly to 5 to 7 plus feet by the afternoon. Best time to ride is at 7 a.m. with a 2-foot incoming low tide when the west-northwest swell is 6.5 feet at 10 seconds and the sideshore wind is 9 miles per hour. The first low tide on Thursday will be 1 foot at 6:30 a.m., followed by a 5-foot high tide at 12:45. The nearshore buoy in San Francisco Bar reads 57 degrees for the water temperature. Expect conditions to be fair with waves in the 5 to 7 foot range on Friday, though choppy at times due to increasing winds. Saturday sees a decrease to 3 to 5 feet, remaining clean early before winds pick up, creating some chop in the afternoon. Sunday brings a steady swell of 3 to 4 plus feet with clean conditions, making it the best day for surfing. This morning, it's sunny and it feels like 45 degrees with 13 mile per hour wind. The sunset will take place at 6:07 and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:33. It looks like we're in for some sunny weather today, with a high near 61, and temperatures dropping to around 59 in the afternoon, along with a brisk north-northwest wind at 13 to 18 miles per hour, gusting up to 28. Tonight, expect clear skies with a low around 52, and a north-northwest wind at 14 to 18 miles per hour, gusting up to 29. Looking ahead in the weather. This morning it's sunny and it feels like 45 degrees with 13 mile per hour wind. The sunset will take place at 6:07 and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:33. It looks like we're in for some mostly cloudy skies today, with a high around 60 and a mild breeze. Tonight, expect continued mostly cloudy conditions with a low of 56 and light winds picking up a bit. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, carpool hours on the 101 have sparked an uproar, leading to changes that benefit solo drivers in the North Bay. Caltrans has reduced the hours for a 52-mile carpool lane through Marin and Sonoma counties, now reserving it for high-occupancy vehicles heading south from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. and north from 3 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. This is a 2-hour reduction for the morning rush hour, as the previous schedule ran from 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. Drivers frequently complained about the sparse use of the carpool lanes, especially after a program allowing solo electric vehicle drivers to access them ended. Now, North Bay residents appear to be satisfied with the new hours, but it may take a month for traffic studies to confirm if congestion has decreased meaningfully. Now on to sports. This season, a narrative has taken hold in the National Basketball Association. The Eastern Conference is stronger than expected, while the Western Conference remains dominant. Through Monday's games, Western teams hold a slight edge, with a 50.6% win rate against the East. 4 teams from the East are projected to win over 50 games, suggesting parity in the league. However, despite the competition, the West boasts more star power and depth, leading to intriguing playoff matchups ahead. The Eastern Conference champion will need to earn their finals berth, overcoming formidable opponents along the way. In local sports, the Warriors face off against the Rockets tonight at 4. The Rockets, currently 3rd in the Western Conference, boast a strong rebounding average of 48.4 boards, led by Alperen Sengun with 9.2 rebounds. The Warriors are 8th in the conference, holding a 21-19 record against conference opponents. In a last meeting on November 27th, the Rockets edged out the Warriors 104-100, with Reed Sheppard scoring 31 points. In top news, Apple Chief Executive Officer Tim Cook promised a big week of product announcements, which included a new budget-friendly iPhone model, an entry-level MacBook, updated iPad Air versions, refreshed monitors, and advanced chipsets. These products were showcased during media events held on Wednesday in New York, London, and Shanghai. The latest iPhone, the iPhone 17e, starts at $599 and features enhanced storage and camera capabilities. The refreshed iPad Air begins at $599. Additionally, Apple introduced the MacBook Neo, priced at $599, targeting budget-conscious buyers. The new monitors start at $1,600 for the Studio Display and $3,300 for the Studio Display XDR. In business news, in a defeat for the Trump administration, a federal judge in New York ruled that companies that paid tariffs are due refunds. Judge Richard Eaton of the U.S. Court of International Trade stated that all importers of record were entitled to benefit from the Supreme Court ruling that struck down these tariffs. The federal government could ultimately be liable for refunds worth $175 billion. Barry Appleton commented that this ruling is a great decision for importers and consumers who paid tariffs. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is up 7% to about $73,000. Ethereum is up 7% to just over $2,000. And XRP is up 4.5% to $1.42. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. OpenAI's Chief Executive Officer Sam Altman spoke at the Artificial Intelligence Summit in New Delhi, India, on Thursday, February 19, 2026. And now, artificial intelligence has inspired 2 documentaries that explore its potential dangers and benefits. The films Deepfaking Sam Altman and the AI doc investigate the technology's implications amid rising concerns about job loss and human intelligence erosion. Adam Balaloff, director of Deepfaking Sam Altman, highlights the importance of confronting anxieties surrounding artificial intelligence. Meanwhile, the AI doc examines the divide between pessimists and optimists regarding artificial intelligence's future. As As the debate intensifies, the documentaries offer unique perspectives on this evolving technology. And in entertainment news, Apple succeeded when it brought Formula One to the big screen last year. It hopes many of those viewers will watch on their televisions and mobile devices when the season begins this weekend with the Australian Grand Prix, as Apple TV begins its stint as Formula One's United States broadcast partner. Apple reached a 5-year deal with the global motorsports series last fall, averaging $150 million per year. Eddie Q, Apple's Senior Vice President of Services, stated that there is a great opportunity for Formula One and Apple TV to grow the sport significantly. Apple will show races in 4K Dolby Vision with immersive 5.1 surround sound, available to Apple TV subscribers, with some races for non-subscribers. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American journalist and author Walter Lippmann. And he said, "The final test of a leader is that he leaves behind him, in other men, the conviction and the will to carry on." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings, Ocean Beach.